So talking about empowering, you know, I was a Brownie and a Girl Scout. I almost brought, also in my basement, which I didn't tell Sarah, I do have my sash still. My mom didn't know how to sew, so she would, it was before hot glue guns, and when you would use that iron-on glue and they all fell off, so they were all pinned. I was the girl that had like the badges with the pins. But Gwen, come on in. We have Gwen from the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts are still so hot, so relevant, and even, you know, in this year, in this decade of girl power, you guys have become even more known and out there and forward thinking. You have so much going on right now. So Gwen Tulin from Girl Scouts of America.
Girl Scouts, we are the Greater Chicago and Northwest Indiana Council. So we serve Chicago, Chicagoland, and also everybody out near Valparaiso in the Northwest Indiana area.
1912, what?
That's right, 1912 was the first year that Girl Scouts began.
Kind of, yeah, that's, I'm old enough to know that. So tell us a little bit, because we were just reading and you have so much exciting going on, actually coming up very quickly, but the Centennial of Gold Award, what is that?
The Gold Award is the highest award that a girl can earn in Girl Scouting, so it's a big deal. And very few Girl Scouts who enter at the Daisy level end up accomplishing this enormous project. It's a leadership level award where the Girl Scout will create a long-term, sustainable, community-based project. So these kinds of projects are so impressive, and I'm lucky enough to get to review them. That's part of my job, and to help the girls along the way. And I'm continually so impressed. We've had projects where a girl with Asperger's created a sensory safe space in her high school for other students who experienced being overwhelmed by crowds. We've had a girl who created a habitat for a bird called a chimney swift, which I had never even heard of, because these birds were going extinct, and she worked with different park districts and forest preserves to make spaces for these birds. So that's just a small example of the kinds of projects we get to see.
Now, how often is this award given? Is it every year they're recognizing someone for it?
It's an annual award, and typically in our council we have maybe 75 to 100 girls per year who accomplish their Gold Award. And 2016 is a very special year because the Gold Award, which has had a couple different names, but the highest award was started in 1916. So this year is the 100th anniversary of it, which is why we're making such a big deal out of this year in particular.
Well, between Navy Pier and you guys, it's 100 years.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if it's a coincidence, I don't know.
I was reading, and I don't know, you might have been here too, but I was saying about
the
camp CEO.
You mentioned that earlier.
Like, I want to go.
Yes,
Right?
I want to go too.
Tell us about
feel
Camp
you.
CEO.
I'm really excited about Camp CEO, and not just because I get to go, and it's my favorite thing that's about to happen. It is where about 50 girls, some Girl Scouts and some non-Girl Scouts, get paired up with a CEO mentor. And by CEO, it's not necessarily somebody in a C-suite. We've expanded it to mean any woman professional who's at a high level. And they go to camp. This year we're at Butternut Springs, which is in Northwest Indiana. And they have time one-on-one with that CEO, with that high-level woman professional, to talk about their goals, their aspirations, their career hopes and dreams. And then part of what Girl Scouts does is put together a program for those couple of days that help build community, that help create that bond between that girl and her mentor. And these are relationships that last for years. We're lucky enough to see that happen.
How old are these girls going to this camp?
They are high school, so 9th through 12th grade.
That's so empowering for these girls. I mean, to have that opportunity at that age.
How do you get to become one of these girls? Do you have to apply?
You do have to apply, and interestingly enough, the applications are still open. We've got until May 31st, so we're right at the end of it. You apply on our website, which is girlscoutsgcnwi.org, and then there's a /camp CEO. And there's a super easy online application, and then we schedule an interview, find out more about what you love to do and who would be a good fit for you with a mentor. So we pair them up with interests. So they'll end up with somebody, if they're into science, they get a scientist, that kind of thing.
So you don't have to be a Girl Scout.
You don't actually, and that's new this year. We wanted to open it up and make it a larger program because we felt that it was so impactful. We wanted to reach girls who might not be active in Girl Scouting, but who still represent what Girl Scouting is about.
Is there a percentage of Girl Scouts to non-Girl Scouts that are getting involved in this?
Our hope is that this year it'll be something like 50-50. We did have a lot of interest, so we're getting pretty full with just Girl Scouts, but we're hoping that we'll get at least, maybe 30% non-Girl Scouts. Because regardless of whether somebody is a Girl Scout, having courage, confidence, and character are universal qualities in girls and young women that we want to embody.
I think it's so cool because Girl Scouts, like we've had it, right? We all did it. I sold the cookies, but it really has evolved and it's become so relevant. And now we're talking about so much about, I think about how I was raised versus now, and we really want to empower these girls and let them know they can be president, maybe even. So this is a great opportunity. So it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
The Girl Scouts are evolving with the times.
Yeah, that's the hope, is that we're continually relevant, ahead of the curve, and coming up with ways to engage with girls and young women in this new, continually evolving society.
Very cool. I'm excited to hear more about that camp CEO.
Thank you for your time and coming out, and she has a little branded.
Super branded.
I love that.
Yes.
Is that like the new brand?
Yeah.
So cute.
You can come
New
to our
logo?
shop, 20 South Clark. We sell a bunch of really cute stuff, so you can represent
Very
and also
cute.
look
The
fashionable.
earrings too?
The earrings are my personal earrings.
Oh, they're not yours.
But I did get them at a Nordstrom rack, so you can find
I'm
those
gonna
too.
go. Do you still sell the badges? Can I just buy and fill my whole thing with
You
badges?
totally can. You can pin those on to your
Pin them on.
headstone.
All
Yes,
right. Let's do that, Beth.
Do you have to earn the badge though?
You do. We've got a lot of extra badges. Come talk to me.
All right.
I'll hook you up with, okay?
Earned the badges. No,
Right.
I'm kidding. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Absolutely,
so
it's my
much.
pleasure. Thanks
Great
for
Oh my
meeting
gosh,
you.
it was so nice
Good
to meet
luck.
The
Thank
Girl
you.
Scouts, like who knew?
you. I know.
Who knew? I do love that new logo. You would never know that it's a Girl Scout. GS. I wish it was my initial.
I have more Girl Scout cookies now that, like, my daughter's not in Girl Scouts because my sons all work and they all buy from people, and I have 4 kids working and they're all buying cookies. My whole basement is filled with cookies.
Right.
I wonder what they are on the aftermarket.
And I have this rule that anytime a kid's selling me something, I have to buy it. Like, if it's an adult, sometimes I can be like, I already gave or I already did it. But with kids, I can't say no.
Oh.
I want to be at the camp CEO.
So
That would be
we are
fun.
here with Beth Engelman, and we had such a full show because I wanted Beth to do a segment. Beth is known; she does a lot of TV segments, Windy City Live, WGN. She writes in the
Chicago Tribune suburban paper. My
Mommy
column
on a
doesn't break.
Shoestring. You've been doing this for how long?
Oh my gosh, I've had my column since 2009.
Wow.
So I write about crafts and activities that families can do without spending a lot of money. So it's all about family fun and value. And I started when my child was 3, and now he's 10. So that's 7 years.
Wow, very cool. No, you brought some samples for us. Are we going there? Or are we doing
No,
it
we
here?
really are almost out of time, and I'd rather just spend the time talking. But she did bring some stuff, unless you want to go over, because you have
And we have a hot topic, right?
Oh, we do have a hot topic. I don't know if we'll get to it. We'll do it really quickly, but please go to WGN to watch her segment on what is the segment?
On Cubs and Sox Family Fun, we have recipes and we have crafts, including Chris salad and Rizzaroni.
She's going to bring it over.
She's
real
going to
quick.
bring it over. At least they could see real quickly
And
before
our
we get
steaming
into our hot topics.
really quickly because we're running out of time. But I did tease about a
Ready?
Kardashian. Kris Kardashian is opening or has opened a business college in New York that's going to be run, I think, out of Trump Tower, and it's a business school. Would you pay $105,000 to go to Kris Kardashian's business school?
No.
Well, listen, she's an amazing business person. She's taken a brand from nothing and made it into worldwide branding. Everybody knows her and her kids' names. There's got to be something she can teach.
I think there's a lot that comes, and the factor of her being successful, first she's a Kardashian,
Right.
And then she married into Jenner. Not to say that she can't do it as a woman, but if I were to spend that kind of money to learn from someone, I'd rather go to the camp CEO, if you think about it, where you're going to be more
Yes.
empowered and really learn from, real things. So these are all of Mommy on a
And
Shoestring.
although she's brilliant, I don't know. I agree with you. I look at her girls, and yeah, they've had a lot of success, but I don't know if they've actually done something that I would want my child
Absolutely.
to emulate and do personally. I'd rather them
Exactly.
learn
I mean,
science
these
or-
are. I mean, their popularity were based on the TV show
And being pretty.
and being pretty and beautiful and booty and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
But
right?
there's been a lot of people who've had TV shows who are very pretty, who don't go on to have the long-lasting success that these girls have, and they're all getting into products. So Kylie has her lips and all of her products that fly off the shelves. Rob has his socks. So they know it's going to end. The gravy train's going to end, and I think they're...
I think she's a great manager. I think she's a great manager for her children's businesses. But I think that, taking her out of it, would those kids be as successful? I think they will still be.
Possibly,
Which,
right.
which makes you think even more, well, what makes her the right person to be teaching that leadership class?
Right. I also think lightning in a bottle. She caught lightning in a bottle. I think that's the thing I would be worried about. These students thinking that they can, become the next Kim Kardashian because
Right.
they spend all this money to go to school.
But one thing is more power for her, right? As a mom, I think she's done a great job with her kids. I mean,
Yep.
we all parent very differently, and I think she lived in a limelight where she went through a lot after what had happened with Bruce Jenner. And for what I see, it seems like it was true love that she went through for many, many years.
Her first husband died.
And you know what? Now it's her turn. She has to reinvent herself, and maybe this is the time because her kids are going on their own and finding their own fame as it is. And so now it's her own space. Now we're getting back to space again, but
Well, that's a great way to end the show.
right?
Getting back to space.
Getting her own space. So you go, girl. That's what I say with her. But would you take the class? No.
No.
I would if someone offered it to me and they wanted me to vlog about it and let me do it for free. Nancy, we've missed you. Beth, you've been phenomenal.
Thank you.
All of
Thanks
our
for having
guests
me.
have been great. We ran out of time so quickly. But
It's so fun. We had so much great topics that we covered today. And look at all this great stuff she made. But I think we're out of time.
So tweet with us, Chicagonistalive. We're going to let you know who wins the co-working week here and the Bow Trust Coffee. Beth, come back and we'll let you do a segment. You're so
absolutely.
talented.
Oh, you guys
Look
are
at
so
all the
nice.
stuff. And so while we're saying goodbye, you can keep rolling. We'll make some real quick one. And
will?
keep on
Oh.
tweeting. Yeah, why not? We're saying goodbye.
Okay.
And keep tweeting along.
All right, girls.
Hashtag Chicagonistalive. And you can win your prizes as well.
Does it look
So-
like a cap? Baseball hat?
Oh, it does.
Yes, this is so easy. It's just you could do a Girl Scout Thin Mint. I did grasshoppers.
See?
And these are those
Oh, real quick.
Mallars. Remember from Harry Met Sally? That was like their favorite.
There you go. So that's her little tip. Goodbye,
you can do it.
everybody. Have a great summer.
That
And
is
we'll see you
awesome.
guys on the next show.
Perfect.
Bye, everyone.